Welcome, I am the YouTuber here, and we're going to set for NCAA Football 14 Dynasty Mode. This is the Southern Nazarene Dynasty Mode, or SNU Dynasty Mode. We are 2-1 going into our first conference game, first or second conference game of the year. First conference game of the year. Between the UTEP, taking on the UTEP Miners at UTEP. Our second road game of the year. Our first one was at Georgia State. Let's go over the first things first. Let's go over the statistics going into today's game. Averaging 55 points per game. That's first in the NCAA. Averaging 731.7 yards per game. That's first in NCAA as well in that category, and passing 576.3. That's first in NCAA in that category, and then rushing 155 yards. Uh, 155.3, which is 68th in the NCAA. For defensively for us, we have 40, giving up 40 points per 43.3. That is 124th on the year, and then 527. That is 527.0, that's 125th. And then 366.0, that's 124th, and 161.0, 92nd. For the UTEP Miners, they are averaging 33.3, that's 28th, and 383.0, that's 60th, in the yards. Passing 206.0, that's 36th. Rushing is 177.0, that's 33rd. For defensively, 18.0, which is 30th, 327.7, which is 45th. And 181.3, that's 33rd for passing, and then 146.3, that's 96 for rushing. Let's go over the top players for the UTEP Miners. First, the 17 UTEP Miners. Jordan West here at number 9. He's the main top guy. He's got 22 receptions, 286 yards, and 1 touchdown. He's a second overall rated. They have Stonewall, the right end, number 33. He's a second overall as well. He's got 9 tackles for losses. 3 tackles for losses, 9 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 ATK. I forget what ATK is. But yeah, it's got 5. And then quarterback number 2, Carey. He is also a second overall. He's 57 for 107, 68, 618 yards, 41 carries, 272 yards on the ground, and 10 total touchdowns. For the what team you got? Jackson, number 5, the safety. He's a 4 overall. 18 tackles for loss, 18 tackles, 4 tackles for losses and 1 sack. And then for the left guard, number 62, he's got 5 pancakes, 4 sacks allowed. And then for the quarterback, he is in Porter, number 14. He is 98 and 160. He's got 1,717 yards and 15 touchdowns. Let's go over your injury reports. Nobody injured for our team for Southern Nazarene. 2 guys hurt though for the UTEP Miners. Cook, the left guard, he's got a high ankle sprain. He's out 6 weeks. And then Brown, the corner, he's got a foot stress fracture. He's out 1 week. I don't know more than that, but looks like 1 week left on his injury. So coming to this game, UTEP is undefeated at 3-0 overall, 0-0 in conference play. Southern Nazarene 2-1 on the year. In 0-0 in conference play. The only loss we have is coming to Tulsa Golden Hurricanes in non-conference play. And it was an overtime loss. Just could not quite get the win there. So that's going to do it. We'll wrap things up at the end of the game, but we'll send to our, let's try that again. We will let you listen to the game broadcast, the in-game broadcast that NCAA football has, and I'll be back at the end of the game to wrap it up after the game.
Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The Miners are really hitting their stride. Look, I know they have a winning streak going, but more importantly, they're starting to play at a very high level. The expectations are going to rise. They'll try to make sure their performance does the same. That does it for us here on the NCAA College Football pregame show. Enjoy the game. We'll see you at the half.
We're set for action at the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas. Let's head down to the coin toss now. It's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Teams are lining up for the kickoff. We're just about set to get this one underway. He sends this one deep. Tackle made at the 17. Walker's a guy that you really have the game plan for if you're a defensive coach, Herbie. And we talked to those guys this week, and he gives them nightmares.
Yeah, I think he does. I think they're concerned about his big play ability. I think you're really going to have to see this defense commit numbers to the line of scrimmage, put an 8, sometimes even a 9th guy up close to the line of scrimmage. And by slowing him down, that can give yourself a chance to be able to slow down this offense.
Layers it in. Almost had it intercepted. Porter's continues to impress us, Herbie. I mean, he's taken his game to the next level, and his stats are making everyone in the country take notice. From their own 17-yard line, second down. Throws to the back quickly, off his hands, incomplete. They'll spread the field with 5 wide. That's a great tackle. Denied.
But the defense is fired up, responding and reacting to that sack. Not only do they get the quarterback, but they hit him and hit him hard. I think that can really create some confidence for this defense. The next time this quarterback drops back to throw, you got to be thinking he's going to be a little bit gun-shy and concerned about the pressure that these defenses is putting on him.
4th and long here after the sack. Rucker fields at the 48. They'll bring him down at the 41. Like a couple of boxers in round 1, these two teams are feeling each other out.
Well, they had their opportunities here to make some plays to try to quiet this crowd, but they weren't able to do it. If things keep going this way, this stadium is going to get even louder.
So the offense will come out for their first possession.
Good field position for their first possession of the ball game. Let's see if they can capitalize off of it.
Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete. From the 41-yard line, second down.
Brad, I just think these quarterbacks got to do a much better job of being able to read that defense and make quicker decisions. And especially when the defense starts to get pressure, you've got to either get rid of that football or check it down or take off and run with it.
He's going left. This one will fall incomplete.
Well, that's one effective way to slow these guys down, getting a hand between the ball and the receiver.
The punter is going to try to pin them deep in their own territory with a good punt here. This punt bounces into the end zone, and this will be a touchback. Every drive is important in a tie game. I look for both sides to come out with some urgency. He fights forward to about the 23. From their own 23-yard line, it's second down. First down grab by the receiver. He's taken down at the 32-yard line.
Nice job of picking up the Mike linebacker blitz and hitting his man for the first down.
Passes to the wide out, and he can't pull it in.
I'm not so sure he made the best decision that time. That was a pretty tight area he was trying to throw that one into.
From their own 32-yard line, second down. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Clock, and this is going to be a first down. Brought down at the 46-yard line.
I credit the quarterback on that pass. He made a great read and delivered a very nice pass for the first down.
Tackle and reducing pickup. It's second down, 5 to go. Ball on the 49. They'll bring him down at the 12. The tight end came up with a nice catch that time.
Yeah, the big fella's pretty athletic for a tight end. And as a quarterback, it's always nice to have a big target like this to go to.
So let's see how the defense responds now. It's first down and 10. And he's taken down around the 10-yard line. And this is the 8th play of the drive. Back. They bring him down in the backfield. Third and 9. Ball on the 11. In the shotgun and 5 wideouts. It's almost intercepted. Kicks up, and he got it. Let's throw it out to Reese now for a studio update.
The Gamecocks came into the game ranked 3rd. That's not going to last. And for UCF, they've now won 3 in a row. The Knights get the win, 31-20. In another game, the Gators came into the game ranked 10th. After the hard-fought loss, will the pollsters keep them high in the rankings? And for Kentucky, they remain red hot. The Wildcats win it by 10.
Wow, you can feel the shockwave caused by that upset all the way to our game. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Green from the 1. And he's tackled at the 28. And while they are behind, they know they can knot things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan. Defense goes with the extra defensive backs as the offense comes up 5 wide. Quick throw right to the receiver.
I think it was a great play call. It was very well executed. Any coach would be happy with that kind of outcome on a first or second down play.
It's second down now. They're just a few feet away from that first down marker. Tackle around the 45-yard line. For the tight end, but they can't hook up. From their own 45-yard line, it's second down. Stayed in bounds and made a nice catch.
Just another weapon for this offense. He's got good hands. He's tough to bring down. He showed right there that he can make something big happen. Tackle made at the 46.
Second down now, 13 to go. Ball on the 46-yard line. And down he goes at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard run by the halfback. That brings us 3rd and 12. To set up the screen, but drops. That makes it 4th and 12. Try to change the field position with his kick. And he's shoved out of bounds to the 24-yard line. You know, a lot of people in college football might find these types of games boring. But if you look at the start of this game, this is good old-fashioned football, partner.
I agree with you, Brad. I think sometimes you look at games and if it's sloppy offense, that's one thing. But when you see two defenses go out and play with a great deal of emotion and dominate a football game, sign me up for that every time.
The offense ready to go again. And their last drive ended with 3 points. He's wrapped up for the sack. Second and 15. Ball on the 19. Tries to scramble, but he's sacked. How about the intensity of the pass rush?
Well, this offense is running plays that are taking way too long to develop, giving the defense plenty of time to get after the quarterback. Boy, they're putting a lot of pressure on him.
It's out to his receiver in a hurry.
It's a smart job here by the coaches, making a play call here that really played to their offensive strengths. That's knowing your personnel.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. Takes a handoff, tackled for a loss. It out, not loose. And so it's another 3rd down upcoming here. Looks quick to his tight end, and he can't hang on. Rucker is back awaiting the punt. Rucker takes at the 25, tackle at the 32. Great leadership right now on that defensive side of the football.
You can't play great defense without great leadership and just an attitude. And right now, early in this game, it's refreshing to watch this defense play with the leadership and with the speed and the attitude that it takes to be great.
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their mind. They just need to go out there and play. Tackle after a decent run up the gut. They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down. The quarterback in the gun, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers in the formation. Now he's scrambling, and they bring him down for a sack on the play. The Miners have one of the most dangerous offensive weapons in the entire country under center today. This kid is really fun to watch. He's fun to watch unless you're a defensive coordinator. One thing's for sure, it's going to be a great chess match between the offensive and defensive coordinators today. 3rd and 7 coming up here. Ball on their own 35. Scrambling around. And they make the stop at the 36-yard line. Call his own number on that one.
I like the idea of trying to run here, but the defense really made him pay the price for trying to run.
He makes it out to maybe the 36-yard line. So it is just a defensive battle so far, Kirk.
Well, it's a combination of a couple things, Brad. I think the defenses are playing well, but I think the offenses at this point are making it a little bit easier for them. So let's see if these offenses can get it going a little bit to try to challenge these defenses.
The quarterback leads the offense back out onto the field as we get set to resume play. And he's tackled around the 38-yard line. It's 2nd down and 8. Ball on their own 38.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
Gets rid of it quickly, and that was almost picked. Rucker will be the return man. And down he goes at the 31-yard line. I know it's early in this ballgame, Herbie, but if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm getting a little bit nervous here.
Well, it is early, but they tried to run the ball. That's not working. They tried to throw. They're getting dismantled up front. I really think he's looking down at his play sheet, wondering what to call next.
Tailback brought down for a loss.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Looks like we're going to have a good game on our hands after one. Our score here at the Sun Bowl is the Crimson Storm 3, the Miners 0. And we welcome you back to the action here, and we have got a tight one going on in quarter number 2. He's tackled at about the 27-yard line.
Loss of 3 on the play. 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 13. Ball on their own 27. He's taken down around the 35-yard line. He's to the 40. Gets to about the 41-yard line. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. He makes it out to maybe the 43-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
From their own 43-yard line. 2nd down. Slings it. Brought down around the 47-yard line. gets to about the 44-yard line. From the 44-yard line, second down. Good shot, the defender tips it away. This one will be interference, but who's it going to be called on?
Defense.
Concentration lapse right there. The coaches will be giving them an earful for it, too.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 32-yard line. Runs off up the middle and stopped. The defense was all over that throw play.
They get very good containment on the halfback. He had nowhere to go with the football.
Touchdown saving tackle, but it leaves them on the first and goal. And that's the way you're supposed to play pitch and catch.
Absolutely. You know, this wide receiver is a difference maker. He's one of those players that has a chance to go the distance every time you get him the ball.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line. And he's tackled that with positive yardage.
That's a gain of 4 on that play. That brings up second and goal.
And he's in the end zone. Touchdown. Nice job by the offense to get the final few yards to the end zone.
Yeah, they knew what play to call for in that situation and made it work.
And he adds the extra point. A nice 7-play, 59-yard drive. And the result, 7 points. So the score now, 10-0. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime. Stays in bounds to make a nice catch.
I like the call here by the defense to bring the heat with the outside linebacker. It was just a better call by the offense, and that's why it's a first down.
From their own 41-yard line. First down. They'll bring him down right around midfield.
That brings up second and 1.
He's on the run. They bring him down. Great call on defense to mix things up.
Yeah, the corner blitz really caught him off guard that time.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down. Here on 3rd down. A little bit of happy feet down there on the field. Let's get the call.
Ball start, offense.
It'll be 3rd down again after that penalty.
Yeah, now they have more yards to pick up for the first down.
Throws incomplete.
That's a miscommunication between a quarterback and a wide receiver right there. They need to get their signals straight.
4th and 8.
Brought down at the 24. Walker's part of this attack obviously has the attention of the defense, and they got to be a little bit confused by what's going on.
Well, Brad, I think they spent the entire week game planning to stop this running game, and they've done a good job of stopping him. The problem is they've left their corners isolated one-on-one, and right now the passing game is just killing them.
Trying to thread the needle. It's picked off. To the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Miners. So a great play by the defender to give his team 6 points.
That was a very good play, and that will certainly help build his team's momentum.
Here's the extra point to draw within 3 points. He makes the PAT. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He sends this one deep. He's to the 20. Oh, what a hit. So the offense will come back out onto the field, hoping for a little better result than that last pick 6.
Brad, I know they turned the ball over the last time that they were out, but it's important for these guys to remember they still have to lead here. Even though the momentum right now might be facing against them, they've got to be able to just settle down and find some confidence in being able to reestablish who they are.
So it's second down now. They need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Right around the 26-yard line. Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Tries to fit it in there. It'll be intercepted. Tackle made at the 32-yard line. He came up with a fantastic interception there.
Well, you know the quarterback is kicking himself for that one. He just made the wrong read.
From the 32-yard line. First down. And they'll bring him down behind the line.
That'll bring up second and 11.
And down he goes around the 24-yard line.
That'll bring up third and 2.
It's third down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks. They'll keep it on the ground again. And he's taken down around the 13-yard line. And he makes it out to about the 11-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. That makes it second and 8.
from the 11-yard line. It's second down. The quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers. Now he tries to buy some time. Decides to take it himself, and he's got it. Touchdown.
He had the wherewithal to see the open space in front of him, and he just kept on zooming until he hit pay dirt.
And he hits the PAT. So a 5-play, 32-yard drive, and it results in a touchdown.
Boy, this offense right now is just being physical, really controlling the line of scrimmage, and it's opening up some nice big lanes for the running back.
The score now, 14-10. Taken from the 3-yard line. Tackle made at the 28-yard line. Flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Receiving team.
That's frustrating for a coach when you preach fundamentals every week and then have someone called for clipping. That penalty really is going to set them back.
The quarterback threw an interception on their last drive. Let's see if they can be more successful here.
This quarterback can make good passes. He just needs to focus on not forcing the ball to his receivers.
They'll wrestle him down in the backfield.
Really good job by the big guys up front to use their size and speed and get the runner in the backfield.
Second and 11 coming up now. Ball on the 12. Nearly picked off, but he couldn't hold it. That could have been a big play for the defense.
Even though he had a good shot at picking it off, it's still a heck of a play to force the incomplete pass.
Defense goes with the extra defensive backs, and the offense comes up 5 wide. Fires it out. And they make the stop right around the 30.
Gain of 18 yards. First down.
From their own 30-yard line. It's first down. There's a play fake. Gets it off against hit. Complete. Good tackle. He was the last line of defense.
First down.
And they got it. You know, this is just amazing. You spend 6 days planning as a defensive coordinator for one guy, and then you get the other quarterback. So now what happens? Defense looking for another sack in this second down and long situation. Well, as they take a look at that injury on the sideline, let's see what this backup can do at quarterback. And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
Makes the tackle at the 26-yard line. That makes it first and 10.
Kirk, good news. The guy that we saw go to the locker room with that injury earlier is back on the sideline, and I got to bet he's going to be back in the game soon. He's wrapped up for the sack.
That's a loss of 6 yards. That'll make it second and 9.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. And they've got the dime package in there to try and deal with this 5-receiver one. And he's tackled at the 6-yard line.
Excellent execution on one side of the ball that time. And it looks to me like the defense was in a little state of confusion. Let's see if they can pull themselves together.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive. intercepted.
He's doing an excellent job of disguising coverages, bothering the quarterback, and then breaking on the ball. Those things usually lead to turnovers.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 20. Texas El Paso holds a 4-point lead. Now he's scrambling. He's out to the 30. And he is drilled at the 34. And he has a huge gain.
Yeah, I like the decision-making ability of this quarterback. He looks and looks. He sees nothing. He didn't get rattled. He sees some green in front of him. And he takes off. Ends up with a great run. It's a bad play overall by the offense. The quarterback's doing everything he can to be able to make the play work and try to execute. The problem is the offensive line did not do a good job protecting him. They're very fortunate that ball wasn't intercepted.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 34. Sets up a screen. Tailback's got it. He's tackled. And about the 41. The Miners use their 2nd timeout.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
Empty backfield. Quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers. And that'll bring up a punting situation.
The defense held their ground on that play. The quarterback just wasn't able to find any open receivers.
Gets to about the 37-yard line. We played a half of football here. UTEP's up by 4.
Hi, everybody. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis, David Pollack here in the studio as always to lend a little perspective to what just went down in the first 30 minutes. A look at the first half stats would tell you that neither ground game was very effective. Less than 3 yards per rush. Both teams, though, continued to try to run it. When you're not having success, how important is it to still maintain that physical nature, keep trying to run the football?
I think every team's different, but when you got teams that have balance, I think those are the teams that you see are more successful. You make the defense honor the run. Now, listen, if they continue to stop it and they continue to put 8 guys in the box, I think you got to pick your spots when you want to throw on first down. You can't be predictable and run it every single time, and you got to be a little bit balanced. But it definitely pays dividends later in ball games if you stick with the run throughout a whole game.
Just about ready to start the second half. We're going to watch all the games around the country, including some coaches who like to sample the surface that they're playing on. I'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the cafeteria. You want some turf, some AstroTurf or anything?
Yeah, if they've got some, I'll chew on that in the second half. Here's the second half for you to chew on with Brad and Kurt.
Boy, I hope the second half's as good as the first. Just about set to start the third quarter in a tight one. He's to the 20. So now both teams come trotting back out onto the field. Texas El Paso is up by 4. He wants it all.
What great concentration. He left his feet, made the catch, and managed to secure it when he hit the ground. That was just sensational.
So let's see how the defense responds now. It's first down and 10. Throws quick to the receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Boy, that was a rocket. If the receiver didn't come down with it, quarterbacks made sure nobody else was going to come down with it either.
halfback on the screen. He's taken down at the 31-yard line. That play was going nowhere.
Yeah, gave a lot of credit to the defense here, recognizing pass and swarming to the receiver.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 23. He's out of bounds right around the 28-yard line. The kick is up. It's got the distance, and he just drilled it from long range. Let's check in with Reese Davis in the studio.
Army grabs the W by a touchdown. Elsewhere, the Cardinals come into today's game ranked 15th in the nation. And for Louisville, they're looking to win 2 in a row. The Cardinals lead 10-7.
Touchdown difference, Reese, 17-10 here. Rust has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. He's to the 20. He makes it to the 25-yard line.
It really has. They're dominating the point of attack.
This defense has been bringing the blitz and is having success getting to it. There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing. Nice run up the middle. Walker gets 6 yards on the carry. They're about 4 yards away here on second down. Tackle after decent pickup.
First down.
Gets out to around the 48.
First down.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 48-yard line. Brought down at the 50-yard line. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
That makes it 7 and 8.
He's at the 40. They'll bring him down around the 36-yard line.
That's a gain of 13 yards on play. That makes it first and 10.
From the 36-yard line. First down. Makes it out to about the 23.
That's a gain of 13 on the play. First down.
And he's level at the 13.
Called a gain of 10 yards. First down.
From the 13-yard line. First down. So the offense back in the red zone here and looking to erase the memory of that interception on their last trip. They'll run it. He gets to about the 5. A gain of 8 on the carry. This is the 9th play of this drive. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That's a gain of 4 on the play. That makes it first and goal.
First and goal, and if they can execute, we'll be all tied up. Kirk, we saw this guy head to the locker room a little bit earlier. Good to see him back on the sideline, and it looks like he could be returning to the field. He's in the end zone. Touchdown.
This is what an offensive lineman hopes for. An opportunity to impose his will on the defense.
Will be tied with the extra point. He splits the uprights with the extra point. A nice 10-play, 75-yard drive, and a touchdown as a result.
And Brad, right now, the offensive line just winning the battle in the trenches, opening up some big running lanes.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Green from the 1. He's taken down at the 26-yard line. Kirk, if this keeps going like it has been, we are going to have one exciting fourth quarter.
I just hope we continue to. Kind of execution. It's a lot of fun to be able to watch these offenses make plays, and it kind of has that feel. Whoever does have the ball last and a chance to make a play can win this game.
Time's getting a little bit tighter now. You got to make every possession count. Up the middle for a nice gain. Wallace picks up about 4 yards on the play.
That makes it 7 and 6.
It's second down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 30. They go with a run. He's brought down in the backfield.
All the loss of 2 yards on the play. Third down.
Wants to go long and done. And he's got it. To the 20, the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown.
Excellent play here by the quarterback, making the proper reads and finding his playmaker for the score. That's a great touchdown, Brad, but what happened to the coverage there by the defense? The defensive coordinator's got to be beside himself. You know, you work all week long on studying their offense and their tendencies, and then to have a mental error and leave the star receiver open like that for a touchdown, well, they've got to regroup.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a short 3-play, 74-yard drive. And they come away with 7 points.
Boy, that is scoring and running. This offense is looking more and more explosive.
Rust has his kick team lined up, and he is set to kick this one off. He'll take it from the 2. He's to the 20. They'll bring him down at the 28.
It's early in this game, so the defense can still have an opportunity to make some adjustments. If things don't turn around in a hurry, it's really going to start to affect the psyche of that defensive line.
And he hits it hard at the 30-yard line. From their own 30-yard line, it's second down. Just rather quickly, and that was almost picked. Throws it. It's broken up. Excellent series by this defense, forcing them to go 3 and out.
And the offense really struggled on this drive. They're going to have to pick it up if they want to move the ball on these guys.
Rucker is the deep man, awaiting the return. Scoops up the loose ball, and he's tackled at the 36-yard line. This deficit can be easily overcome, sure, but they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense. And the booth is going to take a few looks at this to see whether or not the ball came out before he was down. Well, after seeing the replay, it was apparent that his knee was down before he lost the ball.
Yep. Those guys in the booth aren't perfect, but they got it right this time.
Texas El Paso is up by a touchdown. Inside handoff. Tackle made at the 41.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
From their own 41-yard line. Second down. He's on the run. They'll make the sack.
Well, we talked all week with these coaches, and even when we met with them yesterday out at practice, they told us there were some big concerns about facing these defensive ends. They thought that they might be able to hold up against it, maybe get the ball out of the pocket a little bit quicker, maybe use running backs and tight ends to help with double teams on the outside. But right now, whatever they thought they might be able to do, they better get back to that drawing board because these defensive ends are just too quick.
It's now third down and long. 13 yards to go for the first down after the sack. Nice run there. Around 5 yards on the delayed handoff. And down he goes to the 38-yard line. There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
From their own 38-yard line, second down. Gets it off of his head, complete.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Makes it to the 31. He kept it himself and picked up a good-looking first down.
Great execution and a good decision there by the quarterback.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
This is what happens when a quarterback and a receiver forge a good connection. They trust each other. And even though that looked like a risky pass, I'm sure they both knew that it could work out.
First and goal from the 3. They're knocking on the door. And they'll score. They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. And he hits the PAT. It was a 5-play, 62-yard drive, and the result, 7 points.
Brad, I thought that was a textbook drive. I thought they did a really good job of showing balance, mixing the play calling with the run and the pass. Just an overall well-executed touchdown drive.
We got a tie game here, knotted at 24. It's fielded at the 2, tackled at the 24. Now's when you start to approach each drive thinking that if you take the lead, then the momentum you gain feels that much more powerful. And he makes it out to about the 27-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
From their own 27-yard line, it's 2nd down. And he's taken down around the 40-yard line. He's at midfield, and he's got the junior, and they make the stop, the 42-yard line.
This guy has that innate ability to get just enough distance from a defender to make a completion possible. You don't see it from every receiver, but this guy's got it.
1st down, 10 to go. Ball on the 42. He gets another carry. Gains his way to the 33-yard line. Straight up the middle, and he'll lose yardage.
Think about the speed and instincts it takes for a linebacker to get from his position into the backfield to make a play like that. That's well done.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down. He's tackled at the 23. Tackle at the 20. 3-yard gain by the running back.
That shows a lot of maturity for a freshman corner to snip out the run and make that tackle.
From the 20-yard line, 2nd down. Takes it up the middle for a nice run. Wallace gains about 4 yards on the play. So at the end of 3, good game, 24-24. Great 3 quarters of action, tight ball game, and now it's the 4th quarter. This will decide it. He's taken down right around the 10-yard line. This is the 10th play of this drive. And down he goes at the 7.
That makes it 7 and 6.
It's 2nd and 6. 7 yards for the touchdown. Gets to about the 5-yard line.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
This is the 12th play of this drive. He's under some heat. And he's tackled just outside the goal line. Tied up here in the 4th. Now would be the time for a goal line stand. They spread the field in the gun with 5 wide receivers. Now he's scrambling. And he's going to be sacked.
You can't take sacks like that as a quarterback. You just can't. If you can't find a receiver, get out of the pocket and throw the ball away.
And here's the 14th play of the drive. This defense not wanting to give an inch here. Brought down at the 4-yard line.
The penetration by the defense was so good on that play that it didn't matter who the ball carrier was. Anyone would have been brought down for a loss.
Here we go, folks. 3rd and goal from the 4. Fires quickly to the tight end. Touchdown, Utah.
That'll be a big boost. You always want to capitalize on these short yardage situations, and that pass was an excellent call.
He makes the PAT. Here's an update from the studio and Reese.
Top 25 action on the way. And for LSU, they like the board first. Cook's arm is working its magic. He's thrown a touchdown pass in this one. LSU leads it 7-0.
And we thank you, Reese Davis. Back to the action here. Texas El Paso is ready to kick it away. From the 5-yard line, he's to the 20. And he's taken down at the 29. This is really kind of shocking. You're talking about one of the top offenses in the country, and they can't get anything going today.
Well, they can't run the football. They can't throw. There just isn't any continuity there at all. You got to give credit to this defense for the way they've stepped up and stopped this powerful offense today.
Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game. What a great play.
This is the timing that we talked about in the pregame that they must have in order to be successful with their passing game. That time the quarterback threw it to a spot, and his receiver was there to make a nice grab.
So let's see how the defense responds now. It's 1st down and 10. The 10. The senior makes the pitch. They'll bring him down at about the 3-yard line.
There's very good chemistry between these two. They like to run through all their routes before the game. And I have to say, they looked sharp before this one even started. Touchdown.
3 rushing touchdowns on the ground today for this young man.
If I were the head coach of this football team, I would give him the ball at least 30 times a game.
Here's the PAT to tie this thing up. And he converts the extra point. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Brad, this is my kind of game. I love seeing this kind of production and the way these quarterbacks are playing. Both teams are challenging both of these defenses.
You've got to be aware that capitalizing on this drive is crucial. You want to take the pressure off you and put it on your opponent. He fights forward to about the 26. From their own 26-yard line, it's second down. Tackle made around the 37-yard line. He fights forward to about the 40. From their own 40-yard line, second down. He scrambled. And he is drilled at the 46-yard line. Play action. Now he's on the move. The ball pops free. The offense scoops it out. And he's taken down at the 37-yard line. Wow, very close to turning it over, but they'll keep possession of the football.
Way to play heads up out there. That's just one more reason to play to the whistle.
Boy, that was close to disaster. Well, after that injury, we'll get to see the backup quarterback here. And he carries the ball for a nice gain. From the 31-yard line, second down. The quarterback in the gun, empty backfield, 5 wide receivers in the formation. Stretch right to the receiver, and he tackles him hard at the 23-yard line. And this play is number 8 on the drive. He makes it out to maybe the 23-yard line.
That makes it second and 10.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. And he just gets rid of it. 10th play of the drive. Up the middle for a nice game.
You know, great effort here by the ball carrier, but I think they need to pass in that situation most of the time.
It's 4th down. So the kicking team is on the field. They'll try for 3. Kicks away, and the field goal is good. Rust is lined up to kick this one off. He's to the 20. He's out to the 30. Tackle made at the 34-yard line. You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way. And he's level at the 47-yard line. First and 10. Ball on their own 47. He gets out to about the 48-yard line. Fake and looking to run. That's a great tackle at the 22. From the 22-yard line. First down. Just under 3 to go in regulation. Makes the grab and steps out right away.
Makes it first and goal.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line. Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. That brings up second and goal.
We've got second and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line. Touchdown, and they take the lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A 6-play, 65-yard drive, and they put up 7 points. So our score, 38-34. They line up to kick this one away. Excellent kick. He's to the 20. Across the 30. He gets hit out of bounds at the 38. Kirk, right now, this is like a race, a foot race. And I think the question is who's going to get there first.
How about watching these two quarterbacks execute their offenses? I mean, they're flawless up to this point. Great execution and playing with a ton of confidence. I think you're right. It's going to come down to that last possession.
Tries to scramble, but he's sacked.
That's a loss of 6 yards. That'll make it second and long.
Just over a minute in the fourth quarter. He's scrambling. And they got him. And he can't escape again.
If they keep putting pressure on him like this, he might start to look to get rid of the ball quicker, which could very possibly lead to turnovers.
The Miners will use their first time out of the half. Defense hoping for another sack here on 3rd and long. They come out at a 5-wide set. Fires out to his wideout. Well, a lot of frustration by that offense, but you've got to give the defense credit for coming up with a stop in this quarter in a game this close. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. It's a fumble, and the offense will recover. Late in the fourth quarter in a one-possession game, and poise is what it's all about here. Who's going to have it and who won't? Nice run up the middle. UTEP's out of timeout.
6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on 2nd down. We should just see the quarterback take a knee right here, winding down the rest of this clock. And he'll just take a knee here to kill the clock. Hands off up the middle and stopped. The offense calls a timeout.
Great job here in shutting down the run. That's a real boost for this team.
The kick is away. It's long enough. And he splits the uprights. Walker has that ability, it seems, to take the whole team, put it on his back, and put the pressure on himself.
Well, when you're a quarterback and you have a running back like this, one thing you know is you're going to find a way to get him the football in a situation where it's late in the game and you need to score, and that time he's able to come through.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just squib it here. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 20. What a collision.
I love the competitive spirit that we're seeing out on this field today. It looks like one team has the upper hand, then the other comes right back in to be able to regain the lead. It's going to be an exciting finish.
A fumble ended this offense's last drive. Let's see as they come out on the field what they'll do this time around.
Sometimes when you lose the football, you start to focus a little bit more. So a turnover can actually work out in your favor.
Slings it. The defender had his hands on it, but it's incomplete.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 29-yard line, it's 2nd down. Darts it to the right. Incomplete. Almost picked off.
That brings us 3rd and 10.
For all of you watching, it's been a great game, and it has a chance to be even greater. Will the prayer be answered? It's time for the Hail Mary. He wants it all going long. He's under pressure.
Jackson's at the interception.
And that is an absolutely huge turnover for this defense. They couldn't have picked that off at a better time.
Just a horrible decision by the quarterback trying to force that pass, especially at this point in the game.
Two times.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 28. And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. Takes a knee. And that should do it. Our final tally in this one. The Crimson Storm, 41. The Miners, 34. That brings this broadcast to a close. For EA Sports and Kirk Street, I'm Brad Nessler. We'll see you soon for another edition of NCAA Football 14.
Well, that'll do it for this game. Well, we had 41-30 for the final score. Southern Nazarene over the UTEP Miners. Southern Nazarene Crimson start over the UTEP Miners. SNU over UTEP. In a game 41-34, the final score in a great game. Ranked third in the ESPN Classic. ESPN Instant Classic. I need to get some type of highlight. So let's get the Neil. So we'll save that one. And then we'll save. Nope, don't worry about that one. Let's see here. We'll add this one. We'll save this one. Yes, that is. Okay, we'll leave it at that. I know. We're good. At least they saved some highlights from it. Since it was an Instant Classic game, I thought ESPN Instant Classic, so I had to save it. So we remember that game. Georgia won that one, so then number 13 goes down. There's another one where the top team lost, but we'll have the rankings in a bit. Before we do that, we have some things to address with our coaching tree, skill tree. So we have one upgrade available. We can upgrade that, or we can upgrade this. Let's see here. We'll upgrade this one later. Let's upgrade that. And, oh. Let's go there. And do we want to do up tempo or ball security? Let's go ball security first, and then we'll work on other ones later. Making sure we're good there. All right. So let them know we'll lose all your changes made. No, we don't want that. We'll say yes. Let's look at job security first. It's safe because we're 3-1 now going into, and we are 1-0 or 0-0 against the rivals. I forget who the rivals are, but that's okay. Let's see here. We have the ESPN Instant Classic. Where should ESPN Instant Classic? There's the EA Sports highlights. So there's the game. We will have more. We should have saved all of them. We will next year. We will have all the highlights from the game that we want. Let's go ESPN Classic. We've had 3 ESPN Classic games. We have had 3 of our 4 games ESPN Instant Classic. The only one was the Georgia State one. So Tulsa that was lost, and then we had one that was a win. That was A&M, and then we had the one against Utah that we just had today. So I said we have a more impressive win. We might. Yep, there you go. All right, now we'll just simulate the rest of the stuff here, and we'll look at who we got. First of all, we'll look at who we got next week. Oh, good grief. We got another bye. We just came off a bye. Well, I don't think we have too many more buys left of the season after this one. This next one. But yeah, we have another bye coming up. Well, let's look going into week 6. What are the rankings in week 6? Top 25 poll. Win the week 6. Alabama at 1, Stanford at 2, Georgia at 3, Texas at 4, Oklahoma State at 5, Notre Dame, Michigan, Ohio State, Tennessee, Oregon, South Carolina, Louisville, Oregon State, Nebraska, Kansas State, LSU, Florida, UCLA, Oklahoma, UCF, Kentucky, Auburn, A&M, Northern Illinois, and Texas Tech. That's the top 25 going into week 6, which is a bye for us. Well, off week. Our next game is against FIU at home. They're 1-2 going into this week. Does FIU have a let's see here. Yeah, they have a game against University of Southern Miss in next week's week 6. Before they play us. Well, they're on the road for 3 games before going home to play Rice. Now we have our next game against FIU, and then we got another game against Texas School. University of Texas San Antonio. So we beat UTEP. We beat Texas A&M to our undefeated against the state of Texas. We just can't beat other schools from Oklahoma. That's apparent. And then we got North Texas. Rice. Left as far as the Texas schools. So we have 3 games left against Texas schools. We have 1 against Florida. Actually, 2 against Florida. Florida International and Florida Atlantic. And then we have South Carolina and the Louisiana Tech. So Louisiana. And then that rounds out the season. So that's our next game after we have a week 6 bye. So that'll do it for me until next time. Until not next week, but the 2nd. So which would be not the 6th, but the 13th is the next game that we'll be playing against, I think it's FIU. Let me double check. Yep. FIU is our next game for Dynasty mode. Our next game period on this channel is on Monday against the Washington Commanders and Dallas Cowboys in franchise mode, or Sunday. We don't know. Don't know when. It's going to be either Sunday or Monday as far as that game. So, not knowing that game. And then our next college game will be some week 6 simulated game. And then we also have game shows this week as well. We're having the first ever game show hour. I'm pleased to announce that we have the first ever game show hour on my channel. And many more game shows to come next week. So, including So that'll be in with the college football next week and pro football next week. So the next video on the channel, next live stream will be either Sunday or Monday with Dallas Cowboys franchise mode game between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. And then next time you'll see the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm, or SNU, next time in our Dynasty mode season will be a week from Thursday against the Florida International University Panthers, FIU, and Southern Nazarene, or SNU, at our at home, where we will be at home for that. That'll be a home game in Dynasty. That'll be a Southern Nazarene home game in Dynasty mode. SNU home game in Dynasty mode. So this will do it for this. Until next time, keep on YouTube, everybody. We'll see you next time.